VGA Esports News is live. My name is Slimo, and you can check out all of our social media handles for more stories on esports news and updates from all over the world. We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. In fact, we are everywhere at VGA Esports Show. All over the weekend at the Otium Game Hub, the anticipated crossover esports activation, which saw that partnership between the Southern University Law Center and the Esports Association of Ghana, finally took place. And what a beautiful occasion that was. There was networking, there was brilliant tournaments, we had very interesting conversations, and I can't wait for you to hear from some of the people who came all the way down from the US to educate us on esports and why we should invest our time into esports and games. I was honored to have the chance to speak to Christopher Turner, one of the pioneers who led this esports activation to make it a huge success. And what a brilliant conversation I had with him. He shared with me his plans for having such an esports activation, and just have a listen to what he said.
Southern University Law Center is one of 6 HBCU law centers in America. That's historical black colleges. Louisiana was part of the slave trade. We have roots to West Africa. We wanted to come here, see, feel the people, help educate, help structure, just be a helping hand. And hopefully, we get some young guys over so we can educate them and vice versa.
Well, that was Christopher Turner from the Southern University Law Center sharing with us his brilliant ideas about esports and gaming. Well, the crossover esports activation, first of all, was mainly about networking. So I didn't really have the chance to speak to Christopher Turner. Well, I had a chance to speak to a former professional race car driver, Chris Miles. What an honor that was. We had a lovely conversation. He first told me about the connection between professional race car driving and sim racing. Have a listen to what he said.
My professional race car driving career is back in the early 90s, and here we are now. We look at what Max Verstappen has been doing and Lando Norris in Formula One. And so when you look at these guys utilizing sim racing as a mechanism to keep training, right, that lets you know that this is a way forward. This is a pathway into the sport. And so for me, if I would have had this opportunity early on, my gaming was very pixelated. It was nothing of this capacity, nothing of this uniqueness, not even for FIFA. I've been a coin op gamer from back in the day. So to be able to see these platforms that can help inspire and assist folks learn their craft, it's phenomenal. So we look at esports as a pathway forward, a great entry point.
He also highlighted on some big plans that he had for sim racing in Ghana. So sim racing esports athletes in Ghana, we haven't forgotten about you yet. There's something big coming for you. Listen to Chris Miles. He's really got something interesting for you.
The plans are very simple. We got to find the biggest, the brightest, the best sim racer that's out there. Anyone who's associated with motorsports or wants to be associated with motorsports, the quickest and easiest and simplest way is to get involved in sim racing. You can first start off with a console. I know most players here in Ghana are PlayStation, so that's going to be your Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo is coming out with a movie August 12th with Jan Mardenborough. He is the first world's fastest gamer, so he is proof of concept that you can be a gamer and become a real life race car driver, and that's what we're aspiring to do.
Well, we did have a lengthy conversation, and in the final part of that conversation, Chris Miles shared with us some advice that he had for people who wanted to enter into the space of esports and gaming.
Listen, look behind us, right? At the end of the day, these are folks who are gaming for fun, but the industry is wide open. Anything that happens in business happens in any industry, whether it's motorsports, esports, oil, you name it, it goes on. So you need those people who are in marketing, hospitality, logistics, entertainment like yourself, Slide, to be able to be a part of that, to have a career as a shoutcaster. So just know that you can have a part of this business all day long. If you're already in entertainment, if you're already a journalist, if you do things in sport, esports is also a pathway.
Very insightful coming from Chris Miles on the information he had for us about sim racing and its experiences from professional race car driving. Aside the networking, there was still something for gamers to cheer all about. There was a mini tournament for the FIFA divisions for Street Fighter and for NBA 2K23, which saw some really fierce battles. Starting off with Street Fighter 6, we saw a really brilliant tournament. At the end, the final two was KT from Root Esports battling it out with Sweezy from Play Province, who almost reset that bracket to make things very interesting. But at the end of it all, it was the Root Esports man, KT, who emerged champion. Congratulations on the win. How do you see the final? I know you've played Sweezy a couple of times. Was there a little bit of mind games going on?
Sweezy my small boy, so
Sweezy must hear this.
Sweezy was, but at the end of the day, like the game is new. Like we all the boys are all hands down. We are really trying to make a point in Africa. You understand? Because Street Fighter, Ghana hasn't really been on the scene like that. MK, we have a presence, but Street Fighter is not really there. We're trying to build it, and all the guys have come together, and we've all trained to get us to this point. It's just great that today was my day. So Charlie,
and I'm hearing that's your first tournament to win as well.
My first tournament to win in official setting. So it's all around great to be here.
Shifting our attention now to the NBA 2K23 tournament, which happened at the Otium Game Hub also concurrently with the Street Fighter tournament. We saw a host of players also participate in that one. Very good players, very good battles, I must say. We saw some thunderous dunks, very good blocks, all in that 2K tournament. But the final two was Lamar versus Endless from Convict Records Esports. Going into this one, Lamar hadn't lost a single game, and Endless, coming from the loser bracket, had to beat him twice. And him with the Los Angeles Lakers was completely unstoppable. LeBron James in that game was just crazy. Endless managed to beat the untouchable Lamar 2 times to emerge champion of the NBA 2K23 tournament. Congratulations on winning.
Thank you.
Well, that was a very hot one. I remember that first game, very close. But what was your thought process picking out that lineup with Bamba, with Anthony Davis, and with Jared Vanderbilt? It seems like you wanted size. Did it really work out for you?
Yeah, I wanted to get mismatches, because Boston, they don't have the height, but I had the height, so I had to utilize it. So that's why I used that.
One player we saw constantly doing damage was LeBron James. How have you mastered using the king like that with 2K23? I must say that was miraculous to watch. Very good.
LeBron James has been a childhood hero, so I liked him and I like using him. Yeah, so he's a very good player and helped me win this tournament.
And finally, the FIFA 23 tournament also had some very good players in there. At the start of the tournament, it was made clear to us, double elimination format. So I was like, okay, let me give it a try. I also participated in that one. I was lucky enough to make it into the final. I went up against Wise Mars in that final. He was coming from the lower bracket, and guess who won it? Yours truly. I was able to carry that final, and I also walked away with some goodies from the Southern University Law Center. In fact, all winners coming from the Street Fighter division, NBA 2K division, and the FIFA division all carried home some goodies from the Southern University Law Center. But the event was a very insightful and educative one, as we got to learn a lot about esports and gaming, how we can take it as a career and also enjoy it while we are doing it. What a very brilliant one that was. If you missed out for that one at the Otium Game Hub, you know where to find us on all of our social media handles. We got all the updates for you on Instagram, TikTok. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube. There's more big stories like this on our channel at VGA Esports Show.